Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. I'd like to sell this gold coin if I could.
Okay. 8 escudos. This is a Spanish stamp here. This is like the Royal Crest of Spain. So where did you get this?
I got that from my grandfather when he died. He left a safe full of contents.
Any other cool things in the safe?
Not really, no.
No holy grails or anything like that?
No,
Oh.
not to my knowledge. I'm going into the pawn shop today to see if I can sell my grandfather's gold coin. He kept it in plastic, so it's in really good shape. Looks really old, and I don't really have any use for it. So I'm gonna see what they can do for me here.
Do you know much about this?
I don't know much about it at all.
Okay. I know a little bit about the coin. I mean, it's 8 escudos. It was from Lima, Peru. They had like the worst mines in the world. I mean, it was 2,000 feet deep. You would go down, it was cave-ins. There was no ventilation. There was no nothing. It was just really, really brutal. But it made a fortune for the Spanish.
Sure.
When the Spanish occupied Latin America and South America, they used forced slave labor to work the mines. It was a brutal and dangerous job, and the life expectancy was short.
Coins back then were weird. The size didn't have to be exactly correct. It just had to have the right amount of gold, the right weight, and the right purity. When they stamped these coins out, you didn't always get a great strike like this. It's almost too good to be true.
This coin is in exceptional condition, and I've seen similar coins fetch thousands of dollars at auction. So if this is a real piece of Spanish treasure from the 1700s, I want it.
So do you want to pawn it or sell it?
I want to sell it.
What were you looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get 2,000 if I could.
Okay. This coin is in really great shape, but this is easily counterfeited. There's a lot of fakes out there. So I'd really like someone to take a look at it, if you don't mind.
No.
I got a buddy who knows everything there is to know about these. Have him come in, and we'll see what we can do.
Sounds great. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, Carl, how's it going?
Good to see you, Rick. Why'd you get me up so early?
Well, I called you down here for this. It was one of those things that looked a little too good to be true.
I'm an expert on Spanish colonial coins. If you want to know anything about Spanish colonial coins, I'm your man. That's a Lima 8 escudo. And in this corner, there's an L. That means Lima, Peru Mint. 8 is the denomination, biggest gold coin the Spanish made. The PVS across the center is an abbreviation for the Latin term plus ultra, meaning more beyond these 2 columns, which represent the Pillars of Hercules, which was the Straits of Gibraltar. They used to think you sailed out past there, you'd fall off the edge of the world. A few years back, there was a big scandal on some counterfeit.
And that's why I wanted to have it checked out.
Did you throw that on the scale?
Yeah, I did. It's 27.0 grams.
That is right on. Very rarely will they be right on 27 grams. Most castings are underweight. I know your concern is, could it be counterfeit? And there are a lot of counterfeit pieces going around. From everything I can see on this one, I'd say it's absolutely genuine.
Okay. So what do you think this is worth?
I would put a price tag of $18,000 on it.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you coming in, Carl.
Thank you, Rick. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's like finding treasure.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the big question is, what do you want for it?
Sounds like 18,000 to me.
No, I don't. I would give you 10 grand for it.
How about 12?
How about 10 grand?
No, I can take it somewhere else.
How about 10.5?
I could pack it up and go. I wouldn't take anything less than 11,000.
I guess I got to do what I got to do. 11,000.
11,000.
Okay.
Got a
All
deal.
right.
Thank
All
you.
right. Let's go do the paperwork.
You got it. I'm shocked at how much the coin was worth. I had no idea. Considering I was only asking for $2,000 when I first got here, and now I'm getting 11,000, I feel very happy with that.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on?
What do we have here?
It's a 1927 D Double Eagle coin.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, where did you get this?
So my mother got this from her mom. It's been in our family since like the 1940s. My mom's about to retire, and she said, hey, see if you can get some money for it.
So you know this is like one of the rarest coins in the United States.
Oh, yeah, I researched it.
Do you also have the Holy Grail in your pocket?
I'm looking to sell my rare 1927 D Double Eagle coin. Ever since I was a kid, I remember everybody in my family talking about this coin. So I'm really excited to bring it in here today and see what it's worth. I'm looking to get at least $500,000 or more.
This is incredible. Coin collectors go nuts over this coin. The reason it's called St. Gaudens is the designer of this coin was Augustus St. Gaudens. The D stands for the Denver Mint. In 1927, the Denver Mint made 180,000 $20 gold pieces. Not a big mintage, but something weird happened. For some reason, the government came along and says, well, just throw those in a vault and we'll put them in circulation later. 6 years later, in 1933, Franklin Roosevelt comes along, the Gold Confiscation Act, which basically made it illegal to hoard gold. So, except for maybe the ones that somehow got out of circulation, and no one really knows the exact story how they got out of circulation, were all melted down. So we don't know the exact number of these things out there, but it's not a lot. That's what makes it so rare. So how much are you looking to get out of this?
Based on my research, I'm thinking about $500,000, $500,000.
Okay, not an unreasonable figure for this coin. So let me look at it.
Please do.
Okay. So do you know how much Grandma paid for it or anything like that?
Actually, to be honest, I'm not too sure where she got it from.
Okay. The second you said you had a 1927 D St. Gaudens $20 gold piece, I mean, you know, I've been in this business a long time, and this is not real. It's a fake. This is real gold. It's a 1927, but it's not a D. The D has been added. I have seen this plenty of times before. You take a 1927 Philadelphia $20 gold piece where there is no mint mark, and you have a good jeweler weld a little piece of gold there and meticulously carve out a D. You take a $2,000 coin and turn it into a $1 million coin with a little letter. But it's next to impossible to add the D correctly because the rest of the coin is struck with a 50-ton press. The difference is really easy to tell.
But it is gold, so it's gotta be worth something.
I mean, there's $1,800 worth of gold in this, but it's just not for me. It's not real.
All right.
It's worth the gold value. That's it.
Well, thanks for checking it out for me. I appreciate it.
Luckily, you're breaking the news to your mother and not me. Okay. All right, have a good one, man.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
I know that the coin is worth something, but in this case, the D stands for disappointment.
I'm at one of the biggest coin auctions of the year in Florida right now. This is the place where all the big money buyers are at.
Anyone out 90,000, 85,000, Heritage Live. Is there another Heritage Live bidder out there at 90? 85.
Doing a little business, buying and selling. It's what I do. The main coin I'm looking for here in Orlando is a 1915 San Francisco Pan Pacific $50 gold piece. Mike's been running around the show, and he's actually found two people with the coins. A little birdie told me that you had an octagon Pan Pacific $50 gold piece.
I do. Would you like to see it?
Sure. I have a customer. He spent a lot of money in my shop, and this is the coin he's looking for.
There it is.
That is cool.
They struck over 1,500 of these. Since they were so highly priced, they probably sold, I think it was about 483 coins, and they melted the rest. And it's a very desirable coin, very tough to find. In 1915, San Francisco hosted the Panama Pacific Exposition to celebrate the opening of the Panama Canal. And to help celebrate the opening, the U.S. Mint struck a variety of coins in silver and gold.
They had a lot of troubles with this, too. They had a coin minting machine that was designed for a coin that was 2.5 times smaller than this, and they tried to make these giant coins, and they ran into trouble after trouble, right?
Absolutely.
So how much you asking for this?
$70,000.
Would you take 65 for it?
No.
My customer wants to pay $70,000, so there's no money to be made. Maybe I'll be back.
That's fine. Anything I could do to help, let me know.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Mike says there's one other guy with one, so I'm gonna go look at his. So I hear someone told me you had a $50 Pan Pacific.
I do. There you go.
How much you looking for?
I'd sell for $48,000.
48,000.
Yep.
But this one's been cleaned.
That's why it's 48,000. That's cheap for one of those.
My customer back in Vegas would never take this. It doesn't take that kind of coin. It's got to be next to perfect. I mean, it's 48,000 is a great price.
Yeah,
but,
the price is really good, but some people I know are real quality conscious. So
Okay.
that's for somebody who wants one but doesn't want to pay a fortune. So
What's the coin business? Everybody's weird.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
Thanks, man.
Okay, thanks for looking at it. Thanks.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Let's.
I guess we'll go back to the other guy.
Okay. $48,000 was great until I look at the coin and realize it's been improperly cleaned and it's screwed up. Back to the other guy and see if he will negotiate some.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Well, I'm back.
I thought you would be.
I have a customer. He's willing to pay right at $70,000 for one in good shape. Hopefully, we can make a great deal. Okay, and we do 66. I mean, I have a customer for the coin. I'm not, you know this business. I'm not making a lot of money on this.
And neither am I. So out of courtesy, I'll do 67.5. It's very tough to find in nice condition.
You got a deal, man.
Thank you very much.
Making a little money is a lot better than making no money.
Absolutely.
Will you take care of the paperwork? I'm gonna go shopping.
How does he get to have all the fun?
I'm gonna take it for $67.5. I have it sold for $70. I just made $2,500. $2,500 is so much better than no dollars. How's it going?
Good. How are you today?
All right. What can I help you with?
I have a penny I'd like to sell.
That is, whoa, not a penny.
It's not a penny?
No. The United States has never made a penny. Most people don't realize that. Those damn Brits made a penny, but we've never made a penny. We've always made a cent. And the reason why it's called a cent is because it's 1%. Two different things.
So we made sense. It's an American coin, and it was minted just after we got our independence from England, so very old, 1791. I bought it from an individual about 30 years ago. I'd like to get at least $2,200. I don't think I'll take any less than that.
Okay, we have 1 cent, a really early American eagle, and President Washington, 1791. Coins were really weird right around this time in American history. We were a brand new country. We had a small amount of American coinage that we were making, but you have to realize, even in 1820, you went into a store, the prices were in pounds or they were in Spanish dollars. They weren't American dollars. It says 1 cent on it, but George Washington never had any federal coins with his picture on it during his lifetime. He wouldn't allow it.
Was he dead by 1791?
No, he was alive and kicking. He was president of the United States. There was suggestions of putting his face on coins. He says, no, I'm not a king. And that's my problem. It's not a federal coin.
It seems like such a detailed, nice strike for something that wasn't made by somebody with an entity like the government to do
Okay,
it.
well, that's the other part that really bothers me. It's a really weird time in American history as far as coins go. Remember, there was cities that made their own currency during this time period. Some of the states were making their own, but you have to realize he's, the father of our country. So there has been a lot of tokens stamped out over the years. Could have been made, in the 20th century. It could be a little shop right outside of Mount Vernon. Early American coins are an absolute nightmare to judge. You really have to know what you're doing, or you can make an expensive mistake. But if it is real, we could be talking a lot of money. Did you have an idea what you wanted for it?
Well, I had an offer, that's 20 years ago now, but from a man who I think is still around, and he offered me $2,000 for it.
Who knows? I mean, quite frankly, it's worth anywhere between nothing and God knows how much. So I'm going to give my buddy a call. I'm going to have him come down here, and he's going to look at it, and he's going to explain it to me and you, because, you know, I don't know anything about it. I just don't. I got a few minutes. Look around. Maybe there's so you can spend some of your money.
Thank you. I'm a bit excited. I think a second opinion is going to be great. It is a real coin. It is an American coin. It is early. And hopefully he will see the value in it that I see in it, or maybe more.
This is the cent, not penny, that I have no idea what it is.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, well, this is kind of interesting. Okay, this is neither a coin nor American, but it's very important to the early coinage history of the United States. This was actually struck in 1791, as the date indicates, in Birmingham, England.
Really?
Yeah.
Birmingham,
So,
England.
this was actually manufactured with a very specific commercial motive. The United States Mint was not founded until a year after this was struck. In 1791, the United States Congress was working with all sorts of ideas about establishing a U.S. mint. And one of the possibilities was that they were going to contract out the striking of coinage. Two enterprising Englishmen of the name Walker created the dies for this, and then they were struck at a mint in Birmingham. They shipped a keg, we know of one keg, to their agents in Philadelphia, and they distributed them to all sorts of congressmen, senators, VIPs. In other words, they were trying to win a government contract.
And the king didn't chop their fingers off or anything for that.
No, surprisingly.
So is it real?
Well, I'm going to check it with a loop just to make sure. It's struck rather than cast, and it has the engrailed edge. The surfaces are correct. Everything about it is absolutely correct. This is genuine.
Okay, sweet. And now, is it worth $1 million?
No.
What is it actually worth?
Based upon condition, they range from $200 or $300 or $400 up to $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 if you get one that is just in amazing condition. This coin falls quite a bit short of that. This is the kind of coin that retails somewhere around $750, $800. And it will very actively sell at that level.
Okay.
Hey, not a problem. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon, man.
As with all collectible coins, condition is incredibly important to determining value. This is a very nice coin, and it's worth a respectable amount.
Actually, it's worth a lot more than I thought it was. I'll give you $500 for it.
I've still got a $2,000 offer on the table for it, and if I do, I have to check on that first.
To negotiate at this point would be moot because there's no way I would come near that. So see if the guy is still willing to pay you $2,000. If not, come back and we'll talk.
I'll give it a try. We may see each other again.
Okay, have a nice day, man.
Thank you. I think since I had a better offer before, hopefully it'll still be out there.
What can I help you with?
I got a gold coin I think you might be interested in. It's from 1880. It's from Newfoundland.
The $2 Newfoundland was the only gold coin that circulated in Canada at the time.
$2 was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, $2 was a lot of money back then, even Canadian bucks.
Yeah. I decided to come to the pawn shop today. I was going to try and sell my 1880 $2 Newfoundland gold coin. There's no other Canadian gold coin from that era. I'd like to sell for $7 grand if I could, but minimum at $3 grand. Like, there's no way I'm letting any go less than $3 grand.
Where did you get this?
It came up for auction near where I live. It's a small town, and I figured this is a pretty high-end gold coin, so I ended up getting it from.
All right, do you know much about it?
It's rare. There's only 2,500 of them minted. It's probably one of the rarest circulating gold coins in North America.
Well, it's an AU-55, and it's done by PCGS, so there's really no arguing it. They're sort of like the gold standard.
Yeah.
AU means almost uncirculated. And there's a weird numbering system from 1 to 70.
It's pretty high. I mean, it's a pretty good coin, right?
It's all right, you know what I mean? It's not uncirculated.
Yeah, but it's 130 years old.
Yeah, I mean, we can go all day long. You can say good things about it. I can say bad things about it. You know, it's just
part of the game, right?
Newfoundland didn't become a Canadian province until the 1940s. So in 1880, when this coin was minted, it was still a British colony. And a rare coin from a colony that no longer exists is a thing collectors love. One of the problems with it is it's a Canadian gold coin.
Yeah, but
the market's a lot smaller.
Collectors are collectors, right? I mean, you know, like, it doesn't have to be a Canadian that wants this. Somebody wants a rare gold coin.
Well, in general,
you know,
Canadian collectors collect Canadian coins.
Yeah.
And just about everyone collects U.S. coins. It's just a smaller market.
If that was a U.S. gold coin, that thing would be worth like 30 grand or more, right?
If it was a U.S. gold coin, it'd probably be worth a lot more than that.
Yeah, right.
So what do you want to do with it?
I hope and sell it.
What were you looking to get out of it?
I don't know, 7 grand?
Ooh.
What? Come on.
7 grand's not going to happen.
You tell me.
I'm thinking closer to 2,500.
No, go away. 2,500, can't do that. No way.
If you're going to go look at a book, I guarantee a book's going to say, like, what, 4,500?
Yeah, I just looked at Canadian coin news before I came here, and there's one coming up for auction, exact same grade. They estimate it at 5 grand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you want like 2,000 more than the estimate of the other coin? This guy's definitely playing hardball. There's no question I want the coin, but there's no way I'm going to lose my shirt on it. I'm thinking I'll give you 3 grand for it. I mean, there's like 125 bucks worth of gold there.
Yeah, but this is a rare coin. This is a showpiece for you guys. Come on.
It's rare, but it's not
It's
super
rare. It's the rarest circulating gold coin in North America. How about 3,500?
3 grand.
3,100.
All right, 3,100.
All right.
All right.
Cool, thanks.
All right, let's go do some paperwork.
All right. Yeah, I sold the coin for 3,100. Yeah, I would have liked to get a little more, but I sold it for more than what I got into it, so I'm pretty pleased. Maybe I'll go double it on the strip somewhere. Do a little gambling.
Hey, what can I help you with?
Yeah, I got some coal scrib coins. When you work for the coal mines, they pay you in these.
Okay, old coal coins.
Probably pay your employees with these.
My father would if he had a chance to.
You get your ass over and go to work.
I decided to come to the pawn shop today to sell these coal scrib coins I have. They're from the 1920s through the 40s. I think these coins are worth up to $700 to $1,000. I only get as much as I could for them.
So where did you get these?
My uncle, he lives in Kentucky, and when he died, he left them to me.
So did your uncle work in the coal mines?
He lived there, I don't really know.
Even though there was coal production in the U.S. in the 1700s, the industry really didn't take off until the early 1800s with the Industrial Revolution and the rise of the locomotive. Most of these coal mines were in really small towns in the middle of nowhere, and it was a brutal existence. These coins almost made the coal miners slaves. I mean, when you were paid in a coin that was only accepted at a company store, literally most people at the end of the week, after they paid their rent to the company, and bought all their merchandise and their food and everything else from the company store, because that's the only place you could spend money at. By the end of the week, you owe the company money. So the old saying goes, I owe my soul to the company store. It was a really, really terrible existence. Imagine getting paid with money that was considered virtually worthless. This system was designed to shackle workers and their families to the coal company way of life. You know, it really is just strange just even looking at them. It is a neat thing, though. It's things we should keep around, because when you don't have these things to remind you of the past, you end up repeating it.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with these things? Do you want to pawn them or sell them?
Sell them.
And how much did you want for them?
500, they're all yours.
How about 300 bucks?
How about 475?
I'll give you 350.
425.
I'll meet you in the middle at 375.
There you go.
All right, let's go do some paperwork.
Cool.
I'm really excited to get these coins. They're pretty rare because most of them were melted down for scrap during World War II, which is a shame because they're an important part of American history. I mean, some businesses around the world still pay their employees like this. And that's why it's so important we keep reminders around. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good?
I have this coin here I want to sell.
Okay. Still trade dollar. Do you know what those are?
Not too much, no.
Okay. They were for trade with the Orient.
Okay. So you've seen these before?
Yeah, I've been dealing in coins since the 70s. Dates me a little bit. It's amazing I've been doing it since the 70s, since I'm only 29 years old. But
It's an 1878 trade dollar. My uncle gave it to me about 10 years ago, and it's been sitting in a box. I'm looking to sell this today because I want to take my wife out to dinner and enjoy the show or two.
It's an old fake trade dollar.
What makes you say that?
First off, it doesn't weigh enough.
You think it's a counterfeit?
I think it's a little two-piece coin. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Okay.
This looks like it snaps together.
So what do you think would be inside it?
Anything from nefarious stuff that you don't want to get caught with to spies using them to smuggle stuff. I'm just trying to figure out how to open it up. There we go.
Wow.
And we have a picture of somebody. So actually what you have here is you have 2 trade dollars.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, it's pretty simple the way they did it.
Okay.
They put this in a metal lathe and just bored this whole part out.
Okay.
Then take another silver dollar and make this piece right here. This is probably a good luck piece a guy put in his pocket. And it wouldn't surprise me if he was a soldier or something like that and he went overseas. What do you want to do with it?
I was looking to sell it.
It is cool. These things can be very, very expensive. Trade dollars can go for tens of thousands of dollars if they're in good enough shape. But literally got like 10 bucks worth of silver there. Coin value is basically destroyed. No one's gonna buy it because no one knows who those people are.
Right.
And it's in terrible shape and it just generally sucks, I'm sorry.
Hey, it's good, at least I know now.
Like I said, I'll give you 10 bucks if you want it.
Nah, I think I'll just hold on to it then.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in though, man.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I guess it's disappointing, but I didn't really gain or lose anything. Yeah. I'm just gonna put it right back where it was. Just hold on to it.